Waynesville High School is a proud member of the Missouri State Activities Association. I would remind all spectators this game is competitive, but it's also an educational experience for all players and students. Let's continue to show respect and sportsmanship throughout this contest and refrain from negative cheers, chants, and/or behavior. We welcome our guests from Lebanon High School. Wish all players good luck in tonight's contest. Now please rise, remove your hats, and join us in the playing of our national anthem.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Waynesville Lady Tiger Basketball, coming to you live from Tiger Gymnasium on the campus of Waynesville High School. The Lady Tigers take on the Lady Yellowjackets from Lebanon tonight. Along with me tonight is Matt Johnson. Matt, Lady Yellowjackets roll into town tonight with another high-quality, high-powered Ozark Conference team.
Absolutely. You're looking at one of the best teams in the Ozark Conference, and, Coach, probably one of the better teams in Class 5 Girls State right now. And Lady Tigers are going to have their hands full tonight.
This is a game that was rescheduled from earlier in the year when Lady Tigers were battling with some COVID issues. That's why we get to see a little Lady Tiger action here on a Friday night. You see your starters for the Lady Tigers up on the screens. Brittany Davison, Kayla Brown, Caitlin Black, Brielle Garcia, and sophomore Brianna Hurd. And Matt, if you're watching at home, don't go, what is wrong with my TV? The colors don't look right. It's pink out tonight here at Tiger Stadium. You can see Coach Klutz, Coach Madlock over there proudly wearing the pink.
Absolutely. As you got the Tiger starters there, looks like for Lebanon it's going to be number 1, of course, Josie Pettyjohn. Number 12, Reagan McCowan. Number 14, Micaiah Alexander. Number 20, Corey Cromer. And number 34, Destiny Zimdars. A couple names that we called a lot during volleyball back in the fall.
Matt, saw a story yesterday during our snow day that was accurately predicted here on the Ttsn Sports Network earlier.
Well, we'll give you half right on that one. The immense levels of inclement weather did not materialize much as you had predicted.
We didn't have school, though. That was the main call right there. I will say this, though, watching one of our colleagues there for KY3 on one of our sister stations, and they were doing a story on Lebanon wrestling and how many names were familiar within all that, and they're rattling off names from Lebanon. I'm going, those are football names, and those are volleyball and basketball names that we've been calling for years here on the Ttsn Sports Network.
Absolutely, and Lebanon, boatload of girls headed up to state wrestling. I believe I saw 18.
Something like that.
It was a large number of girls.
Almost enough they were probably going to have to call school off just because of the lack of attendance.
All right, ball taken away quickly to the other end. Off the glass, going to be Brianna Hurd to get the scoring opened up here with the Lady Tigers striking first. 2-0 right now. Back down to the other end, the Lady Jackets come. Work it down into the corner, trying to find some room inside. A little pass across behind. Taken away by Brittany Davison, number 10. Passes it ahead, Black looking inside. Garcia kicks back outside. Oh, just off the glass right there for Mckenna Brown. 3 ball goes up from the outside. That's no good off the front of the rim. Rebounded by the Lady Tigers.
Brown with that rebound.
Little token pressure applied right there by the Yellowjackets, but the Lady Tigers get it across half court and now move into the offensive set. Brielle Garcia.
Brielle turned around, might have been a little more open than what she was expecting.
3-point attempt goes up from the outside, no good. Rebounded by Davison inside. Garcia this time from the free throw line, won't go. Ball loose, pulled down that time by Pettyjohn, and Lady Jackets have it, and they're going to bring it across half court. Shot
Whoa.
no good.
Nice job blocking out there by Brianna Hurd. Doesn't get the call.
No, got a pretty good little shove right there. Ball taken inside by number 12, Reagan McCowan. She's going to go off the glass for 2. And now Lebanon picks up in a little more aggressive defense here in the full court set.
Off that first made basket, you had a feeling Lebanon was going to put some pressure on. Tigers handle it well.
Bounce pass down low.
Oh!
Garcia back off the glass.
Nice job there by Brielle staying with it. Got hammered on that first one and
No
stayed
call
right with
and
it.
goes right back over it. Puts the Tigers back on top by 2. High pass in the middle right there. Bounce pass to the outside. 3 ball goes up, and it's good. That's going to be number 20, Corey Cromer. Puts the Lady Jackets ahead by 1. A little pass over the top of the press right there as the Lady Tigers get it down to the other end. Fort's tipped and taken away, and back come the Lady Yellowjackets. Into the lane, a little jump stop, and that's going to be up and off the glass for McCowan. 2 more for her. She's got 4 here in the early going. Pass in, taken away by Lebanon.
Little shovel pass. Oh, they're going to get that foul on Brianna Hurd. That's going to be her first. Cromer's going to go to the line to shoot 2.
All right, so Cromer set at the line. First one's up, and it rattles in.
Matt, we want to wish good luck to the boys as they've traveled to Hillcrest tonight to take on the Hornets in Ozark Conference action. Friday normally boys' night for basketball, but it's a good makeup night for the Lady Tigers tonight.
All right, second free throw doesn't go, but Lebanon gets a look on it. 3 ball doesn't fall. That time rebounded by the Lady Tigers, and back to the other end they come. 3 ball from the outside for the Tigers.
For 3. We're going to get a quick timeout here by Coach Jackie Payne of the Lebanon Lady Yellowjackets. I'm going to guess Jackie's not real happy with what he's seen up to this point, Matt.
No, absolutely not. I think Lebanon, obviously, we talked about coming in, what a good quality team they have this year. And I think sometimes, Coach, you know, we've coached together basketball, we've coached track. Sometimes when you get a little too overconfident, as we saw here early, before this game, the Lady Yellowjackets, pretty solid victory in the JV game. Sometimes you get a little overconfident, you take a little too much for granted, and that gives a team like the Lady Tigers, who aren't going to give up any night. They're going to come out and play with everything they've got night in, night out.
No, and you look at this Lady Tiger team, you know, wins build some confidence.
Oh, absolutely.
Big win for the Lady Tigers last Saturday afternoon against Bolivar. You know, and that's you build off those wins, and you watch. They're kind of up and down the court with a little different swagger than we've seen at times this year.
3 ball from the outside that time. Pettyjohn pushes the Yellow Jacket lead back to 4. That ball's kicked by Lebanon,
yeah, it was
no
off
whistle.
Her foot. Oh, and they're going to get Brianna Hurd right there with her second foul. Yeah, dribbled off the foot.
No,
there of Cromer.
That's a tough one right there, because the missed call ends up costing Brianna her second foul here about halfway through the first quarter.
Cromer good with the first one. Mckenna Brown checking in for the Lady Tigers. She's going to check in for Brianna.
And second one's up, and it's good as well. Lebanon applies that pressure once more. Ball inbounded to Brown, given back to Black, and she brings it across the half court. Lady Tigers back it up once more, going to reset the offense here.
Well, Matt, much like we talked about the Tigers the other night, taking the air out of the ball, working it, want to keep it as long as they can. I think the Lady Tigers are in that same boat.
Absolutely.
Lebanon, not a team that you want to get into a running contest with.
No.
At least not for a couple months.
No, not right now. All right, ball out of bounds off of Waynesville, so turnover will give the ball back to the Lady Yellowjackets. 3 ball goes up from the outside. Micaiah Alexander, 3 more in her column. Lady Tigers quickly back down to the other end, look to reset. Pass inside to Brown. Brown puts it up, going to be a little bit short. Brielle Garcia gets the rebound a little too far underneath.
I think Brielle's pleading her case there. She might have got shoved out of bounds. To no avail.
All right, either way, the ball ends up with the Lady Yellowjackets. Back to the other end they come. Quick 3 from the outside. Once more, Micaiah Alexander. Garcia kicks it back out top. Black, heavy pressure out here in the front court right now by Lebanon. Gives over to Garcia. Garcia, bounce pass down to Davison. Davison brings it out of the corner, back into the lane. Black thinks about a shot from the outside. Mckenna Brown's going to put up the 3.
She drains that 3. It's McKenna's spot on the court. She loves taking that shot from that far corner.
Inside and count the bucket on the foul.
Alexander's going to get the basket. Foul's going to be on Brielle Garcia. It's going to be her first.
That'll send Alexander to the line to try and convert the conventional 3-point play.
Matt, we've hit that just at the 2-minute mark. We haven't even had a chance. If you're out there watching somewhere and anywhere in the United States of America or anywhere on planet Earth, let us know where you're watching from.
Definitely would love to get some more pins on the TTSN Sports map here as we're winding down the TTSN Sports season, Coach Rawlings.
Hurd back in the game for the Lady Tigers. She's going to get fouled.
She's going to get fouled. I believe they're going to get McCowan with that one out front. It's going to be first on McCowan, first on Lebanon.
And, Matt, this just came across my desk today. Tim Wallace has got our new magnetic maps approved for next year.
Awesome.
They're going to be donated to the program, I believe, by Brian Schaffner on his way out.
Well, you leave a gift that leaves a legacy, Coach Rawlings.
Nobody leaves a legacy like Brian Schaffner.
Long 3-pointer, no good off the front of the rim. Tips back. Black corrals it quickly down to the other end. Quick 2 goes up, no good. Rebounded by Alexander underneath. Kicks it ahead.
Nice job by Brielle Garcia to get down and get the block. Her foot was on the out of bounds line there.
Pettyjohn cutting to the basket right there, able to step back. And, Coach, we've got to check in from a longtime friend.
Yes,
Miss Moni Wood checking in with us tonight.
She's checking in, watching action here on the TTSN Sports Network as we're going to get a rebound and a foul. I believe they're going to get Brielle again. It's going to be her second. Coach Mickey Murray joining us from Laramie, Wyoming here on the TTSN Sports Network.
All right, so that's going to put Pettyjohn at the line. First one is going to be no good. So that's 2 on Garcia, 2 on Hurd right now. Total of 4 team fouls for the Lady Tigers. Pettyjohn, second one up on the way, and that one's going to be good. And we're going to get a sub into the game here for the Lady Yellowjackets. Chloe Shivers coming in, as it looks like Pettyjohn will take a seat over on the Lebanon bench.
Lebanon's going to back off the press a little bit, pick up half court man here if we're under a minute here in quarter number 1.
And we're going to get a jump ball called over on the far side right in front of the Lebanon bench, and the arrow is with the Lady Yellowjackets, so turnover and possession goes to Lebanon. Lebanon back down to the offensive end. Working the ball around, looking for a cut inside, taken away by Brittany Davison right there for the Lady Tigers. Gives to Hurd, and back come the Tigers. Nice little spin move right there. Hurd at the elbow, pulls up. 2 more in her pile. Long 3 from the outside, no good off the back of the iron right now.
Get another tie up. That one will go to Waynesville.
Garcia in there locks that one up, and so ball possession favors the Waynesville Tigers.
Not just a nice shot down on this end by Brianna Hurd. She had a Lady Yellowjacket hanging all over her with that shot.
And we're going to get a whistle here. All right, so they're going to call that on Reagan McCowan. Black, no good on the long 3 right there. Rebounded by Pettyjohn underneath. She kicks it quickly up the court. Step inside the 3-point line, no good, and that's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter with the Lebanon Yellowjackets on top right now, 23-12.
And you know what that means it's time for, Matt?
TTSN Sports Update.
It's time for a TTSN Sports Update. This TTSN Sports Update is brought to you by the Tiger TV Facebook page. Tiger TV Facebook for all the news that is news right here in Tiger Town. Matt, you know who likes the Tiger TV Facebook page?
Well, I'm going to say the reigning TTSN Sports Fan of the Year, Victoria Hooker.
Matt, that was the direction I was going to go, because this sports update is one that all of the millions and millions watching at home have been waiting for. We're going to make the announcement of the final 3 nominees for the TTSN Sports Fan of the Year. Matt, open up that envelope.
All right.
And you're going to pull those names out. These are the 3 that, folks, you can come down to WCC over the next week. Bring your sealed envelope, and you can vote for Fan of the Year. Drop it off at the front office. They will get that information. Your vote, they were going to get it to Tim Wallace. And, Matt, who are the final 3?
All right, first name, one we've called a lot this year, is going to be Eric Morris.
Eric Morris. Eric was vying very, very heavily for this award, especially back football season when he was driving state to state to report in. Let us know where he was at.
Coach Rawlings, name number 2. We saw this happen last year. The reigning Sports Fan of the Year, Miss Victoria Hooker, is once again one of the 3 finalists.
Miss Victoria Hooker is number 2, and now number 3.
And I'm gonna give you the slip for number 3.
Oh, I can see this too, because this young man has checked in many times this year here on the TTSN Sports Network. A guy we watched out here on the court, we watched at track last year, Mr. Keyshawn Smith is finalist number 3.
What,
so, folks,
what a trio.
What a trio right there. They've been watching, supporting all year long. Folks, you're going to want to get down to WCC, get your votes in. Vote early, vote often.
Wait a minute. I think you only get 1 vote, Coach Rollins.
Oh, okay. You only get 1 vote, folks.
Spend it wisely. All right, Brianna Hurd, a little pull-up jumper. Won't go. Off the glass right there. Rebounded by Pettyjohn underneath. She kicks it ahead quickly. Bounce pass into the lane, kicked out to the far side. That's going to be Shivers.
Shivers gets her own rebound. That bounces off the rim right back to her.
Pushed inside, a lot of pressure right there. Now a three. That's going to be.
They're going to say that was a two. She was inside
Okay.
the line there, Matt.
Micaiah Alexander for two right there. Definitely a young lady that we have seen put the ball up from the outside to here tonight. As unofficially, I've got her with 3 threes.
Steal out front.
Taken down off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Mckenna Brown underneath, and back come the Lady Tigers. Gives off to Caitlin Black. She's going to put up the runner at the free throw line. Won't go. Brianna Hurd in position underneath.
Nice job on the boards there by Hurd.
Lebanon working it around patiently right here. Shivers over to Petty John. Petty John directing traffic underneath. Pass inside, kicked back out. Lady Tigers doing a real nice job right now on that help side man inside. That shot's up, no good, but Petty John quickly into the middle, able to corral that one. Ball tipped
Garcia with the block
and the
and
steal.
was able to control the ball and steal it, yes.
Pass. Brielle Garcia goes up, doesn't get the basket, but she's going to be fouled, so that should put Garcia at the line to shoot 2. I believe they're going to get Shivers with that one. We will see. They do, and it is her first third-team foul for the Lebanon Lady Yellowjackets.
And we're going to get a full timeout by Coach Brittany Madlock, the Lady Tigers. Tigers doing a good job tonight here. The first quarter and the early part of the second quarter, spreading it around. We're getting points from a lot of different places, something we didn't see on our last girls broadcast. Got some girls stepping up, taking some good quality shots. You see Coach Madlock right there. You're in the huddle. Coach Brittany Madlock talking to the Lady Tigers. Matt, we're going to also let the folks at home know we're going to get, as the night goes, we're going to get some results where we're standing in girls wrestling.
Okay.
Up at State. So you'll want to stay tuned for that. If you remember, they went up a little early because of the inclement weather. State of Missouri, you remember from our broadcast here the other night, the State of Missouri put it out and said, listen, we're not going to hold, if you can't get here, we're still going on with that state wrestling. And Lady Tigers did not want to miss out on that.
All right, so we come back to action. Brielle Garcia at the line. 5:43 left to play here in the first half. Right now, Lebanon holding on to a 27-14 edge over our Lady Tigers. Garcia just off with the first. And Brittany Davison looks to check in for the Lady Tigers, but it looks like she is coming in for Garcia.
Yes.
So we look across at Mike over there. The referee indicates. Petty John rebounds the miss and quickly down to the other end. Swings the pass across. Three-point shot goes up from the outside. No good for Shivers. Rebounded by Mckenna Brown. Hurd turns at the free throw line, looking for a little help right there. Gets it across to Brown. Now to Caitlin Black. Black comes to Garcia. Brown puts up the three from the corner. Won't go. Rebounded underneath by Lebanon, and back come the Lady Yellowjackets.
Oh, we're going to get a foul. I'm going to send Selby Miller to the line. That's going to be on Brielle Garcia. That's going to be the fourth.
Ooh.
I thought it was just their third.
Should be third. in my book. Now, I could be wrong, Coach
Well,
Rawlings.
I
I have
thought
her on my book down for 3.
I thought it was her third also, but it could be one of those situations. That might have been why Brittany Madlock was trying to get her out of the game in that situation off the free throw line.
Either way, back to the offensive end come the Lady Tigers. Just under 5 minutes to play here in the first half. Black puts long 2 up, won't go, tipped as it left her hand. Quickly to the head.
Oh, what hustle there by Brianna Hurd to go down and block that shot.
3 ball goes up from the outside for Miller. That one won't fall. Ball loose, and
it's going to be Lady Tiger basketball.
checking back into the game for the Lady Yellowjackets going to be number 12, Reagan McCowan. Ball tipped ahead. Brianna Hurd slices to the other end, off the glass for 2. Long pass right there for the Lady Yellowjackets. Little drive up and in with the left is going to be Corey Cromer.
And the Lady Yellowjackets come back with that full court pressure. The Tigers have no problem getting it through.
No, the Lady Tigers have done a really nice job handling that pressure all night long, really. Pass looking for Hurd inside, taken away, slicing to the other end, up and off the glass. 2 more for Miller. Hurd inbounds to Davison. Davison turns, comes through, this time taken away. Back to the other end we come.
Oh.
And we're going to get a foul underneath. I believe they're going to get Davison there.
Brittany's coming down that backside, looking for the shot to go long, and just kind of ran into Cromer underneath. Cromer just came to a stop.
All right, second one's up and it goes. It pushes the lead to 19 for the Lady Yellowjackets. Brianna Hurd gets it across half court for the Lady Tigers. Drive, ball gets loose, and it's going to be out of bounds. Last touch by Hurd, so turnover goes to the Lady Yellowjackets.
Hurd getting triple teamed as she's trying to drive the ball into the lane.
And we're going to get a sub here for the Lady Yellowjackets. Checking back in is going to be number 14, Micaiah Alexander. Kicked into the corner. Alexander puts up the 3, and it falls. Caitlin Black brings it across half court for the Lady Tigers. Pressure, gives to Hurd. Hurd going to pull the ball out and reset the offense here for Waynesville. Hurd puts up the 3 ball from the corner. Rattles around, no good. Rebounded by Lebanon, kicked ahead quickly. Alexander coming in, nice little stop right there. Goes up and off the glass for 2.
We're going to get a timeout here by Coach Madlock. Going to slow down this Lady Yellowjacket run. Matt, while we've got this timeout, last night, or excuse me, 2 nights ago, Wednesday night, Coach Pills of the Waynesville Tigers had to make a trip all the way up to CBC in St. Louis for the district seating meeting. They will open action on a week from Monday at CBC High School. They'll be taking on the number 1 seed
Christian Brothers.
CBC.
Yeah.
folks, if you want to plan ahead, it's a 6:30 game. It's about 130 miles up to CBC.
Well, and what I noticed is I saw the bracket had come out and having to play the number 1 seed right out of the gates, but a loaded district up there.
Yeah, it's a loaded district. Anytime you go into St. Louis or Kansas City, it doesn't matter what sport it is when you go that direction. I saw something interesting is, some people were talking about Waynesville getting shipped by Misha into the St. Louis area, 130 miles to CBC, but the Southwest District being hosted by Joplin, it's 150 miles away.
Right.
So it's actually not something. I would have lost that question if I had somebody would have asked that which one was closer. It all depends on whether you're going upstream or downstream here on 44.
All right, Lebanon down to the other end, no good, pulled down by Brianna Hurd. As we're just approaching the 2-minute mark here in the first half. Double team Hurd out front. A lot of contact on Hurd away from the ball right now.
Yeah, Tigers, it's going to be out of bounds. Lady Tigers are going to keep the ball underneath their own basket. But you're exactly right. There's all kinds of contact trying to keep the ball away from Brianna.
Black steps out, puts up the 3, no good. Rebounded by Lebanon underneath. That'd be Makai Alexander. 3 ball goes up at the other end for Lebanon, no good off the glass. Rebound comes, put back up by Zimdar. She doesn't get it.
We're going to get a held ball, and this time it'll go to the Lady Tigers. Nice job by Brittany Davison on that block. Tigers hustle back on defense. Oh, we're going to get a carry. Got to feel Cromer had an idea what she wanted to do with that ball. It closed down real quickly. Get the carry. Turnover back to the Lady Tigers. Pettyjohn checking back in for Lebanon.
Also checking in for Lebanon is going to be number 44, Hannah Henson.
Coach, you wonder if Hannah Henson's any kin to our good friend Mike Henson?
Have to ask him.
Well, there's something to do. Mike Henson?
Well,
I can't believe he's not joining us.
Mike, if you're watching, just give us a little shout here and let us know. And we're going to get a foul on the floor, it looks like. Brittany Davison.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be 2 on Brittany.
Positive there was, I think Brittany saved 2 points.
Well, with Lady Yellowjackets in the bonus, it is going to send Lebanon to the line right here. Reagan McCown should be facing the front end of the 1-and-1 here. First one's up, and it's good. Second one's up and it's good. It makes us 42-16 with just about 1:15 left to play here in the first half. Ball inbounded to Davison. She's going to bring it across half court for the Tigers. Looking down low. Ball tipped and taken away. As Hannah Henson, I think, went to pass it and take a step, and it all just happened a little too fast right there.
Took one step too many. Our good buddy Mike McGraw got that. He was standing right there, make the travel call.
McKenna Brown puts up the 3 in the corner for the Waynesville Lady Tigers.
McKenna Brown for 3.
McKenna's second 3 on the evening.
Well, you said that was her spot over there in that corner.
Not going to say something that's not true, Matt.
3 ball goes up from the corner for Lebanon that time. No good. Rebound comes back to the Lady Yellowjackets. Pettyjohn, bounce pass inside to Henson. Not there, but Henson gives to McCowan, and McCowan's going up over the front of the rim for 2 more. Black takes
doesn't get
the
the
three.
roll.
Just off the front of the rim and then back, and here comes Lebanon.
Oh, with 1.5, they're going to pick up a foul.
I believe they're going to get Davison. They are. It's going to be 3 on her, and it's going to send Cromer to the line to shoot 1 and 1. 1.5 ticks of the clock left on here. As Cromer's up and good with the first. And Cromer hits the second one as well.
And Bree tosses it to the other end. That's going to bring us to the end of first half action here with the Lady Yellowjackets from Lebanon 46 and the Lady Tigers from Waynesville 19. Matt, we're going to give everybody at home 10 minutes to go grab themselves a refreshment and get back for second half action, and we'll see you in 10 minutes.
The Waynesville Tigers are currently playing the Hillcrest Hornets in Springfield. You can catch that game on Hillcrest High School Athletics, and that game is live right now. Lebanon will get the ball to start the second half. An update from Springfield, Hillcrest 19, Waynesville nothing, start of the second quarter.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back for second half action here at Tiger Gymnasium on the campus here at Waynesville High School. Lady Yellowjackets from Lebanon leading the Lady Tigers 46-19.
Little move inside right there, no good. Going to be off the hands of Lebanon, out of bounds off the hands of McCowan. Little assist right there from Tessa Scott in the out of bounds. So that ball got loose and headed for the stairwell. Pass taken away, and up over the front of the rim goes number 20, Corey Cromer, and just like that, Lebanon on the board first here to start the second half. Lebanon picks up the full court pressure once more. Black stopped in the back court, gets it ahead, and now Brianna Hurd's going to take charge of the Tiger Lady offense. Hurd into the lane. Looks, finds Garcia all alone on the block underneath, and Garcia goes right up off the glass. Two more for Garcia. Pass inside, tipped away by the Lady Tigers. Brittany Davison comes out of there with it. Kicks it across, and now Brianna Hurd going to bring it down court for the Lady Tigers. Hurd slices, look for Davison down on the block. Not there. Taken away, but they're going to say Pettyjohn stepped on the baseline down there, so that'll be a turnover to the Lady Tigers. And Davison to inbound for the Lady Tigers. Passed out, Caitlin Black.
Threaded a needle with that pass, Matt. It's kind of like working on a Wordle.
Brianna Hurd slices inside, goes off the glass, no call, gets her own rebound.
Oh, gets hammered.
Woo. Seen some pretty touchy calls there in the first half to not have
Coach
a whistle
Madlock
right
is
there.
not happy with that call right there at all, or that no call. I guess I shouldn't say the call, be the no call.
Three ball goes up from the outside for Lebanon. That's going to be McCown on the far side, no good. Comes to the Lady Tigers. Hurd back down to the other end. Ball back to Kayla Brown. Kayla Brown gives to Caitlin Black. She splits the defenders up top, takes it inside. And we're going to get a three in the lane called on the Lady Tigers.
I'm not even sure who that was on.
I believe they called Davison, but.
Wow, okay. Wow. We're going to get a
full timeout
from Jackie Payne, head coach of the Lebanon Lady Yellowjackets. Folks, we want to remind you, we've announced our finalists for TTSN Sports Fan of the Year.
Eric Morris, Victoria Hooker, and Keyshawn Smith that rounds out our trio this year.
That's our three finalists, and don't forget, you can vote. Get your votes in down at the WCC. Bring them in a sealed envelope. Take them to the front desk and have on the outside of it, TTSN Sports Fan of the Year.
And we mentioned probably up at State Wrestling with Shochi competing with the girls wrestling team up there at State. But if you bump into Officer Madrano around town, you can give him those envelopes.
Right, you can hand deliver them to Officer Madrano. Matt, I think it's going to work out. I just got a message on Wordle. On Tuesday only, if you come by the high school, you can give them to Officer Murphy.
Okay.
but it has to be on Tuesday. Anything after close of the business day on Tuesday, it must go directly to WCC.
Okay. Well, and that allows for that day difference because
it's daylight savings time stuff. So
well, and it's hard to believe that we're going to be announcing the winner right here live next Thursday night, Coach Rawlings.
Weather permitting.
I think we're going to be okay, Coach Rawlings. A little early to start calling weather this far out.
Well, we went to the I got a message from one of our colleagues, Abby Dyer, today, and Abby was wanted to let us know she had some concern about next week and kind of what was going on. Abby's always looking out for the Waynesville Tigers.
Micaiah Alexander with another 3 from the outside on the other end for Lebanon. Back down come the Lady Tigers. Shot goes up, no good, tipped away and taken by Lebanon.
There's a self-pass right there, Matt, something you don't see very often.
And we're going to get a charge underneath on the Lady Yellowjackets. I believe they're going to get McCown right there.
And Matt also wanted to just got a message from Abby Dyer. She's throwing her support behind Keyshawn Smith, one of her favorite Tigers.
Wow. Now, she still has to vote like every other human. Just because she's a colleague,
yes.
She doesn't get to name drop vote.
No, but she is throwing her support behind Keyshawn.
Wonder if she'll announce that on the news. Try and drum up the votes. I don't know
that would be awesome if that would happen.
I don't know if we've ever had a celebrity endorsement for TTSN Sports Fan of the Year.
Oh, we're going to get a foul on Hurd from behind.
She got McCown pretty good as she came through right there going up for the ball. And Mckenna Brown's going to check in for the Lady Tigers here. So we're going to get a timeout.
We're going to get a 30-second timeout from Coach Jackie Payne. I do believe that's a first. That's the first Wordle endorsement that anyone has ever given for the Sports Fan of the Year voting.
Well, we've got celebrities in the house here tonight, Coach Rawlings. The captain of the ship himself is here at the game.
Oh, yeah, he was. I stopped by to say hi. He was busy talking to general public out there on his phone playing Wordle. And
Dr. Jason Witt, it'll be interesting to see who the captain of the ship endorses in the Sports Fan of the Year.
Very, very true. Very, very true.
All right, so we come back to action. McCown's going to be at the line shooting 2 here for the Lady Yellowjackets.
The fact that the captain of the ship doesn't know any of those 3 people will even make his endorsement even more interesting.
I think that's how you get a fair is the shot goes up, no good. Pettyjohn, though, with the rebound underneath, goes up off the glass. I think that's why it would be a fair endorsement. If he goes back through the tapes of this year, see who's checking in, who's talking the most with us, and supporting our Tiger sports, that once he determines who his candidate that he would back would be, seems like a fair endorsement to me.
Well, nobody I know could give a fair endorsement any better than Dr. Witt.
No, Dr. Jason Witt. Trust. That's the word that you think of.
Fair.
We might as well run Dr. Witt for president, Coach Rawlings. We could come up with a heck of a campaign.
Hey, nobody can play the Wordle better than him. He's
all right, so Shivers checks back into the game for the Lady Yellowjackets.
Matt, Tim Wallace just let me know that Dr. Witt is on the committee actually counting the votes this year.
All right, shot goes up. It's going to be a 2.
It's a 2. She was inside the line.
Brianna Hurd brings it across half court for the Lady Tigers. Kicks over. Gives to Brown. Brown trying to get it back to Hurd.
Just out of Brianna's reach there.
Just a little low on that bounce pass right there. And so turnover and possession going to go over to the Lady Yellowjackets. Miller puts up the three from the outside, and it's good.
Matt, we talked about what the Tigers were doing for district play. In the morning at 9:30 at CBC High School, Coach Brittany Madlock will be having her district seating meeting. Nice hustle there by Hurd to come down. But, defense. They're going to get ball's going to be tied up, but it will go to the Lady Tigers. She's going to be making that trip bright and early. It's a breakfast morning at 9:30.
Woo! I'm going to guess nobody else has to drive quite as far as Coach Brittany Matlock's going to have to drive tomorrow to attend that meeting. Ball tipped away and taken. Here come the Lebanon Yellowjackets at the other end. Up and off the glass is going to be number 23, Kendall Bybee.
And, Matt, just as we were talking about him, Dr. Witt has joined us here. Dr. Witt going to be one of the lead vote counters for the TTSN Sports Fan of the Year. As we've said, no one more fair when it comes to counting votes than Dr. Witt.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, that's why he's the captain of the ship.
Because he can count votes?
Well, no. Because he's fair. He's trustworthy. He's honest. He's a whole heap of positive things.
A whole heap of positive things. You could not have said that any better, Matt.
All right, kicked out to the outside.
Just
in and
did
out.
Everything but fall through. Brown with the steal. She's going to bring it back down.
Brielle Garcia all alone underneath. Lebanon tries to push that one inside.
Nice defense on the post down there by Brielle Garcia and Brianna Hurd. Come out of there with the steal.
And we're going to get a charge. Foul. And I hate it, but that's the right call right there. Bree dipped that shoulder.
Cleared out with the elbow. It's going to be Brianna Hurd's fourth.
Checking into the game is going to be number 14, Asia Frazier for the Lady Tigers. Bounce pass inside, taken away by Brielle Garcia. Kicks ahead to Frazier, and here come the Lady Tigers.
That pass just a little too long.
Trying to get that over to Mckenna Brown, but as you said, just leads a little too far out there. Mckenna not able to get a hand on that one. It's going to be out of bounds, and back to the other end comes Lebanon. Nice little move, Corey Cromer. Brianna Hurd in the lane. Off the glass, no good.
I'm not sure
Brielle.
Okay, that's going to be a tie-up. Probably should have been a tie-up the first time ball was tied up, but.
Yeah, I agree. I was a little surprised we didn't have a whistle there. Ball pops loose. They both grab it again.
When that ball pops loose, I'm a little worried they're going to change your call on that. It's not going to turn out in favor of the Lady Tigers.
3 ball goes up from the outside for Brown.
Rebound by
Frazier.
Frazier.
McCowan.
That's going to bring us to the end of the third quarter with the Lady Yellowjackets from Lebanon up on the Lady Tigers from Waynesville, 68-27. Matt, you know what that means it's time for?
TTSN Sports Update.
It's time for a TTSN Sports Update. This TTSN Sports Update is brought to you by the Tiger TV Facebook page. Tiger TV Facebook, for all the news that is news, right here in Tiger Town. Matt, do you know who likes the Tiger TV Facebook page?
Going through the list, of course, all of our past sports fans of the year have.
This one should be obvious to you.
Then I'm not going to get it.
Matt, my good friend from Indianapolis, Indiana, Joel Swearingen, he likes the Tiger TV Facebook page. He made the trip all the way from Indy tonight to take a tour of the TTSN Sports Studios and come down and enjoy some Lady Tiger basketball tonight. So Joel follows us religiously on Facebook, no matter what is going on right here in Tiger Town. Joel's right on top of it, right here on the Facebook page. Matt, our sports update for this one's a pretty simple one, too. Lady Tigers go up to state. We got one Lady Tiger still wrestling. She's going to be wrestling in the morning, guaranteed a medal. She could come out as high as third place, could come out or sixth place, anywhere in between.
Right.
But she's going to be on that podium. She is going to get a medal. So we want to wish the best of luck to Amira Stain. As she goes into competition tomorrow, and we'll be waiting to hear from one of the coaches up there. We've been getting updates as the day has been going, but good luck, Amira. Tomorrow it's state wrestling action. Folks, we got a 68-27 game, so we have a differential here of 41. The clock will continue to run unless the score gets within 30 here in the fourth quarter.
Mckenna Brown puts up the 3-ball right there as that falls for the Lady Tigers. 3-ball put up at the other end by Lebanon. No good off the front of the rim. Is going to be Shivers, and we're going to get a tie up underneath. This one will stay with the Lady Yellowjackets. Shivers inbounds. 3-ball quickly up from the outside, still rattling around, no good. Pulled down by.
We're going to get a jump ball. It will go to the Lady Tigers this time. Woo. Matt, while we got this dead ball, we want to recognize our interns working the game tonight here on the TTSN Sports Network under the incomparable,
the illustrious,
the illuminal
Tim Wallace.
Once again, they come in doing an outstanding job. Running the cameras, running the control booth over there. Tonight, we get the easy job. We just get to come in, sit down, put the headsets on and talk. They've been here setting up since right after school. Tonight, we've got Devin Longacre, Damon Carter, and Armani Randolph working the game tonight under the direction of Tim Wallace. And Matt, hard to believe, but we're going to be back on the air next Thursday night for Tiger basketball action. That's going to end the TTSN sports season next week. I don't know about you, Matt, but it seems like about 3 weeks ago we had our first home football game.
That's exactly
out of
how
Tiger
it
Stadium.
feels. That is exactly how it feels, and we get ready to kick off spring sports the week from Monday.
Week from Monday, we had our track meeting this week. And all the other sports have been having their meetings. And, a week from Monday, spring starts. And you know what? In a couple of weeks, graduation will be going on, it's going to seem like, as we get going.
Absolutely. We usually hit that first track meet, and I blink, and we're at the state track meeting on my birthday, the end of May, and then all of a sudden, the time went.
That is exactly right. Lady Yellowjackets bring it down, throw it inside. It's going to be knocked out. Ball's going to go to the Lady Tigers. Yeah, the rest of the year is going to kind of go as fast as this fourth quarter is going to go as we're already at the 5-minute mark.
You blink and it happens, and we'll have a lot of fun in the meantime. I've been seeing several of our kids walking the hall, stopping by, asking about track, this, that, and the other. And every one of them to a kid has said how much they can't wait to get out there. I said I'm right there with them. Warmer weather, just enjoy our time outside in the spring.
Kind of excited. went down through the list. I want to say we had something like 110 kids already signed up for track.
Wow. Well, and some stopping by today telling me they couldn't be at the meeting. They want to make sure they get signed up. So it wouldn't shock me if that number grows a little bit.
That's a constantly growing document that Coach Jarman got sent out to the entire school building because, you know, a lot of things going on during Tiger time when we had that meeting. You don't get everybody there.
All right, Caitlin Black checks back into the game for the Lady Tigers.
Foul was on Brielle Garcia. That was her 5th.
Shot goes up for Miller. No good inside, taken away by the Lady Tigers. Hurd passes down inside. Not there. Trying to get it over to Mckenna Brown, but that ball's going to be out of bounds. So turnover on the Lady Tigers right here is going to put the ball back in the hands of the Lady Yellowjackets.
Oh, we're going to get a
foul right here on
Henson.
Caitlin Black.
Henson's going to go to the line to shoot 2.
It's going to be Black's first, 4th team foul here on the Tigers, and we're going to get a timeout here by the Lady Tigers.
Coach Madlock wants to talk over these last 3 minutes and 7 seconds. And you know, Matt, as we've said before, we're back on here next Thursday night. It is a makeup game as the boys will be taking on. Drawing a blank.
I don't remember, Coach Rawlings.
We've had a lot going on. We're going to find out here real quick. Well, Matt, the problem is I know that's incorrect. It says we're taking on Jefferson City, and I know that is incorrect. Taking on Glendale.
Okay.
Taking on Glendale.
Should be conference opponent.
Yes, it was a conference game. The Glendale game was, I don't know if it was COVIDed out or if it was weathered out. I don't remember. One of those outs, we didn't have it. And we had a game scheduled with Jefferson City being a non-conference game. Worked out some scheduling. Jeff City had a game they had to make up. So mutually agreed they weren't going to play. I know Coach Pills was talking today about the boys with everything that's happened between the weather, between COVID, between things we've had to do. They're going to be down like 5 games this year, regular season-wise, that they're going to miss out on because missing the St. James tournament, missing a couple non-conference games. We missed the Stoutland game last night. Stoutland starts districts this weekend, and there's no time to make that game up.
All right, off the front of the rim, no good. Right there is Henson. Rebound comes to Hurd, and she's going to bring it across for the Tigers. Hurd drives hard to the other end. Nice little move right there up on off the glass with her right. 3 ball from the outside, off the front of the rim, no good for Lebanon. Swings it over, and that's going to be Shivers for 3.
Shivers for 3.
We're going to get another timeout by Coach Madlock.
That's going to stop the clock at 2:25.
Waynesville, they have 1 remaining. Next game for the Lady Tigers is at Camden on the 21st and at Glendale on the
Lady Tigers will be making a trip over to Lakerland Monday, President's Day. They're going to be taking on the Lady Lakers, Ozark Conference action. Matt, I'll make an official announcement here for the Waynesville School District. If people didn't know, there's no school on Monday. We're going to call school off here on Monday, President's Day, national holiday, and folks, unset those alarms. And
I'm glad you mentioned that because on my phone, I have it set for weekdays. I'm going to need to take that off on Monday.
yeah, because your phone's not going to know it's President's Day.
No. It's going to go off bright and early at 5 o'clock or 4:55, just like it would any other day.
So you were up and at 'em the other morning when school was called
Oh,
off.
absolutely. I'd already been up for a little while, but that's okay.
Well,
I was able to go in. One of the kids was up. Sophie was already up and dressed, and I heard something rattling in the living room. I stepped in there and told her, "Hey, baby doll, you can go back to bed." The others were still in bed, so I just let them sleep.
I was like them. I was still in bed. I got the word from Liz. Matt, this just in. Our nomination forms that were turned in over the last week and a half over WCC. Little known fact here, Dr. Whitt was already in here tabulating those votes when school was called off. He was already in the TTSN Sports Vault counting votes.
All right, another timeout called here. Stops the clock at 1:44. Full timeout here by the Lebanon Yellowjackets. No, I'm sorry, the Waynesville Tigers.
Waynesville Lady Tigers. Coach Madlock made that call. You know, folks, when the weather gets bad, it's nice to, sit around and have some things kill some time. We don't have that responsibility of counting votes like that. We might as well just be sitting around doing a Wordle.
All right, so it looks like we're back to action here. Final 1:44 left to play.
I think Coach Madlock might have been using that timeout a little bit. She's made a line change here.
Shot inside, no good. Taken away, rebounded there by Asia Frazier. Back down to the other end it comes. Caitlin Black now. Cuts inside, nothing there. Kicks back outside, but taken away by Lebanon. Faith Kaufman, steal, back down to the other end come the Lady Yellowjackets. And shot's going to go up and count the basket as J.C. Peterson gets the bucket. She'll go to the line to try and convert the conventional three-point play. And that one's no good off the front of the rim. Comes back. Peterson once again with it. Peterson turnaround inside off the glass won't go, and then taken away there by the Waynesville Lady Tigers.
Matt, we talked about the TTSN Sports Network broadcast on Thursday, but the Tigers will be home Tuesday night to take on the Camdenton Lakers. No broadcast on Tuesday night, but folks, we'd love to see you down here. Support the Tigers. As that's going to bring us to the end of the game tonight. The Lady Yellowjackets from Lebanon roll into town to take a 76-36 win over the Lady Tigers. We want to thank everyone out there for joining us tonight on the TTSN Sports Network. We hope everybody has a great weekend. For Matt Johnson, I'm Mike Rawlings, and we will see you Thursday night.